Hey, with us now is the apparent winner in the 94th District of Virginia State Legislature, Democrat Shelly Simonds. A single vote earned her the seat in a race against a Republican incumbent, ending 17 years of a GOP-controlled state legislature. And the future legislator herself is with us right now. Shelly Simonds, thanks so much for being with us. And, you know, I'm just going to tell you right now, I can make one prediction. When you go to the state house, you're going to have the same nickname Lyndon Johnson earned in 1948 by squeaking past his opponent going to the Senate. You're going to be called Landslide for the rest of your life. How does it feel this morning?
Oh, I'm just so excited. And they can call me Landslide as long as they call me Delegate. But I'm just really, really thrilled. And I tell you, I'm going to have thousands of people coming to me saying, I'm that one vote, Shelly, so you better listen to my ideas. But, you know, I ran in 2015, and I tell you, 2017 was a totally different environment, so much more energy and excitement. It was a whole different ballgame.
Ms. Simonds, it's Willie Geist here in New York. Congratulations to you. You sort of touched on a little bit about 2017 before this vote yesterday that put you apparently in the State House. 15 seats flipped from Republicans to Democrats in the Virginia legislature. What exactly is happening in the country we can talk about, but more specifically in the state of Virginia this year?
I just think that we had a lot of great citizen engagement after the Women's March, and people were getting active and taking charge. I had volunteers who were running entire programs for me. We had outside groups coming in from across the country, like Forward Majority and Tech for Campaigns and Sister District, and they were all focused on Virginia and getting people excited and giving citizens the tools that they need to really get engaged in state elections. And I do think there's a sense out there that these are the elections that matter. We've got to focus on state elections and make sure state houses have good governance.
So, Ms. Simonds, could you give us a thumbnail description of your district, the district that you ran in 15 and then the district that you won this year? And what do you attribute the energy, the source of energy in terms of voter turnout for you this year?
You know, I think that my district is Newport News. We go alongside the James River. We've got a lot of high-tech industries. We've got shipbuilding. We've got wonderful parks. We're a green city. And in terms of what really motivated voters, I would say the events going on in Washington have been incredible. Whether it be the tax debate or the health care debate we saw over the summer, people are paying attention. And I stood outside the polls on Election Day, and I was amazed at the young people coming out to vote. When I ran in 15, I was counting young people with two hands. This time, half the voters must have been under 40.
This is Steve Kornacki. One of the issues that's paralyzed Virginia in the last couple of years has been this question of Medicaid expansion under Obamacare. So you got a Democratic governor coming in right now who says he wants to do it. Your victory means there's a power sharing agreement in the House of Delegates. Is that going to be enough power for you as Democrats to expand Medicaid in Virginia?
I'm really hoping so, and I know it's something that all of us campaigned on, and everyone's paying attention. When I ran in 15, it was really hard to talk about that issue because it was complicated, people didn't understand it, but in 2017, I could go to people's doors and say, listen, Republicans are mismanaging your health care. You're going to lose your health care if you don't get out there and vote. So it was a huge motivator for voters this time around.
Ms. Simonds, it's Katty Kay here. You mentioned the Women's March earlier, and I think of the now 15 seats that Democrats picked up in Virginia, 12 of them were won by women, including yourself. How does that change the Virginia House?
You know, I think that it's going to become much more diverse, much more child-friendly. I'm looking at how I can introduce some maternity leave legislation. I think you're going to see more family-friendly policies and legislation come out of the House. And I think it's about time. And I'm hopeful. I think we can work with Republicans. A lot of these issues are common sense, bread and butter issues for families out there that we're going to be able to tackle together.
All right, Virginia Delegate-elect Shelly Simonds, from the school board to the State House. Congratulations this morning. Good to have you on the show.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Great to be here.
Still